Hello, welcome to the Talking to Talk podcast, or the first episode of the Talking to Talk podcast. I am your host, Kelcey and Matthew.
I am also your host, Matthew Diaz.
And I am your other host, Aiesha Simone.
And welcome to Talking to Talk. Oh, I thought
Both
we would
of those
kind of
things.
like get that. Like, if I
Are
thought
we all
maybe
supposed to say it? We're getting there. We'll
Could
figure
have been
it
cute.
out.
Would have been cute. It's okay. It wasn't meant to be.
No, it's all right. Next time. But yeah. So we decided to start a podcast. Why did we decide to start a podcast?
I feel like part of it is like, why not? But like everyone's doing podcasts.
It was super spontaneous.
Like, we didn't really think about it. We just were like, want to do it.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think you were here yet, but when we were setting everything up, I just asked Matthew, like, why did we this, like, how did
I was
this
thinking about
even
that,
start?
yeah.
And I literally looked back and we were talking about The Bachelor, and then we were talking about different versions of The Bachelor. Then I brought up the farmer version of The Bachelor.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I don't know, we just said something funny. And then I was like, oh yeah, it's like when, you know, everyone says like they would have such a good podcast because their friend group is so funny.
Okay,
and then
yeah.
Matthew was like, I'd be down to
We
start
would.
a podcast.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Why not?
I was like, okay. Then you were like,
I know, I'm serious.
all right.
Yeah.
And then now here we are.
Here we
Literally.
are. It was a process to get here. I think we didn't realize, you don't realize until you actually like pursue something that there's a lot of variables.
Mm-hmm.
Like finding fonts.
Oh
Don't
my
even get me
gosh.
started. We need to go back further than that because we talked about like the name and all of that.
Yeah, well, you need to start with the name.
Yeah.
Because that was.
Yeah, so like, okay, I was standing, literally, we were in this room, and I was standing there, and we were trying to like figure out a name for the podcast, and then I can't remember what I said, like verbatim. Does anyone remember what I said?
Yeah. So
You
we
remember
were,
what I said verbatim?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't it like we were talking about names and then you were like, okay, like, do we want the name to be like about like a specific topic we're going to talk about, or are we just talking to talk?
And
Yeah.
then the way they both like looked at each other.
I was
We're
like, talking to
and then they
talk.
looked at me, and they're like, talking to talk sounds kind of nice. And I said, oh,
Right to it.
oh, I don't know, just off the dome. But yeah, then we tried to like at least find other things to like be like, okay, we've
What about
tried,
this?
like
Yeah.
whatever, and it's just nothing. We felt,
Laid here for a while.
yeah,
Yeah.
A good, what, we were probably here for like 2 hours?
yeah.
Yeah.
Just laying here like in silence, being like, okay, what about this? Then it's like, what about this? One person doesn't like it, so, you know, we all have to like it. So talking to talk was the choice.
Talking to talk it was, yes.
I think also like another good like point to add to the name is the fact that like we all are in very different worlds, just like work, school, like relationship, everything, but like we always just literally talk to talk. Whereas I feel, you know, sometimes you just have friends that are like you've met through work, or you have friends that you met through school, or you had friends that you met through like different things, and like you kind of just tend to always kind of talk about that, but you like sometimes get out of other things, but it doesn't really,
It's never that level.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas like we've been friends for so long that we literally talk like that's
Yeah.
it.
Not the blurb.
You know, I'm like,
We've marked this podcast as explicit. So, and that's another thing too. Any
yeah, like
people
we cuss a
watching,
little.
family members, whatever, there will be
Yeah,
swear words. I'm so
there's-
sorry. This is what
I'm
it
not
is.
what it
sorry.
is.
I'm not sorry.
I mean, no.
You knew what it was.
We're gonna have a podcast. We're gonna be genuine, and that's how we talk.
No, and you
Period.
hear how we talk to each other, so
Yes.
it's
And if
no
there's something
surprise.
you don't like hearing, you chose to click on it, you chose to play it. I'm so sorry.
And guess
that
what?
You chose to do that.
The door.
It's that way.
Yeah.
Just remember that you are a guest, and that your invitation can be revoked.
Period.
That part.
But yeah,
So we got the name.
name, and then fonts was
Well, just like the whole, and this was like what you were saying earlier too, is like it's a process, but it is also, it's a process for like how, you know, high quality you want your whole thing. Not my computer going into, no, we're good. How high quality you want your show to be, right? Like if you want it to be super low quality, then yeah, you can get it done the same day and just like get it going. You record on whatever, but we wanted like a certain level of like feeling like this was well fleshed out and thought out. So that's also why this was like so kind of challenging in different ways. But yeah, we wanted to come up with like the album art and like make sure it looked proper and, you know, represented us and, you know, could be seen throughout the list of podcasts and everything and actually like stand out.
Yeah. I think we just brainstormed like ideas of what we wanted the cover art to look like. Of course, we all have pretty different personalities and different styles, so that was another thing to be like, okay, like what's something we can all collectively agree with. And then the font came.
Yeah.
That was the worst part.
Yeah.
I think.
Because we were playing around with also, like, I know other people do, like, photos of themselves, but I was like, we're not there, and I don't want to have to deal with, like, taking photos, editing that photo, making sure we all like the photo, and it's just, like, I don't think we're at that level where, like, we need to necessarily be on the face of the podcast. Like, I wanted something that was, like, just a cute, like, vibe photo, not necessarily, like, one of those, like, kind of, like, I don't know, the person's there and their logo, or they're sitting in a chair with a microphone, whatever. It's like,
Yeah, that was another thing. We probably went through 20 to 30 different fonts, maybe.
Oh yeah, for fonts.
Do you think that's it?
I
I
think
feel like
that-
it's more. I'm also like adding like click next page.
Yeah.
Click
Oh, yeah,
next
no.
page.
Okay, in that
click
case-
next page.
The
click.
fonts that like I like downloaded and tried out or whatever, like it's probably close to like 10 to 15, but that's after like filtering through like
Yeah.
what about this one, what about this one. It's like then we figure out like which ones we really like of that one, then we'll see what it actually looks like on the album art and everything. But yeah, we went through a lot. Copyright laws are a bitch.
Yeah, no one talks about that, by the way. Like,
No.
no one speaks about
No,
the amount
literally.
of things that go into it. Like
Capitalism really like just I don't even know on the damn fonts of all things. Like to have words on your picture, you got to make sure it's the right licenses, and it's not just free for personal use, because we're like, yeah, like right now it's kind of personal use because we're not making money off of this, but down the line I don't have to deal with like legal shit that like, oh well, now you're making money and you use this font, like pay up.
yeah. And it like makes sense that like you would pay for things like that, but it's just something that you don't think about.
Totally.
And then when it's there, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess.
No, because at first we found one like pretty fast,
Yeah.
and we all loved it. Like
R.I.P.
we loved it, and then
I don't even remember what it looks like because I've just seen too many.
I don't
Yeah.
remember either, but I remember we all really liked it. We were like, boom, like this is the one.
Yeah.
And then Matthew's like, it's not free for commercial use. And I was
Yeah.
like, what is that?
And the license is like $500 fucking dollars. Now,
Something
all
ridiculous.
respect to artists who literally spent hours creating this. I totally get it. I'm not like
Period.
going for that, but it's just like, damn, to like make a podcast, you got to think about all these things. Like,
Yeah.
it is crazy how many roles we've had to play, from digital artists to legal consultants, like financial stuff. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, it was a lot.
There really is levels to this shit.
It was a lot. And then same thing with, music that you want to put in it. Which I kind of knew a little bit more about.
Yeah,
I
like
knew,
music made
obviously,
sense. We were like, obviously, we're not gonna put any Beyonce in there.
You know,
Yeah.
like if it
What
was up
we'd
to
really
us,
want,
it
but-
would be Renaissance all over this podcast.
Like,
Period.
up
But
and down and around.
yeah, so
But yeah.
that was another thing too.
But the ones that we picked is a bit of a bop.
Persevered.
So-
We did spend a lot of time choosing it to make sure it was nice and we liked it. So I am proud of us for doing that.
Yeah.
Pretty fast too. Like it hasn't really been that long, and we
No, literally, because we were talking about like how did we really get here? Like, we're here, this is here, we're recording, and it's like it felt like just yesterday we were like, maybe we should do
I
this.
think honestly it's probably been what, like
a week, maybe.
2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't
Maybe
even
2
remember.
weeks.
No, it's literally been a week because I was in Tofino when we talked about this. We were texting about it. So literally when I came back, like I went to Tofino, like literally I came back a week ago. So
Yeah.
it's been about a week, and
Crazy.
we are filming.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like a podcast is what everyone wants to do though. Like everyone's talked about it once. Like, oh, let's do a podcast, it'll be so fun.
But then no one actually acts on it. And that's like,
Well, or a lot of people do, and then it's like, the market is so saturated. It's like, are we gonna make an impact here? But I feel like one of the things that we want to really flesh out too is like, we have YouTube, we have TikTok, we have Instagram. Like, we're not just like sticking to like, just posting the audio podcast and like hoping that takes off, because it's like we all know how this kind of social media industry works and everything. Like, we have the TikTok for clips that'll hopefully get viral kind of bits out of that, and then people will come to the podcast, but it's a lot more than just posting audio clips. Like, you will be hard pressed to like get viewers from just that.
Yeah. I'm confident in us too. Like, obviously everyone says like, oh, it'd be so funny if we had a podcast, but like I think our conversations are really fucking funny.
they
I
are.
won't lie. Like, we have good like not even just funny conversations, but I think we have like good conversations.
No, you know how they're good is when you're on the phone and then like your boyfriend pulls up and they're like, what, like listening in on the tea, or they're chiming in, and it's like, where did you come from? Because this is, and they're laughing in the back. At least my boyfriend be laughing and doing all this when we're laughing and shit. So I know obviously
that
we're funny.
damn laugh.
That
I'm
laugh.
telling you.
Yeah, but I think another thing about like kind of touching back on how people like say they're gonna do podcasts and they never work on it. Like, I always said things like this, and then I just like, I'm such a perfectionist and I want things to be a certain way, or I have a vision and I want to get that, and that's like goes across the board for so many things that I do, like art, work, like my home. Like, there's so many aspects where I just like have a vision and I will get it done, and that's like compulsive sometimes, and it's not the best, but also like it's nice to like have other people in it, and like, you know, because people are probably like, oh, what's it like to have like more than just one person, you're doing it with your friends. But I think it actually levels it out really well, because for me, I was like in my head about things, and I was like, you know, it's not the type of thing I want to put out, or this and that, and they're like, girl, if you want it to be perfect, then we'll never get it done. Which, yeah, true. You know, still can't help that thing in the back of my head, but like, yes, it's true. So it's just nice to like have other people on something as a team to like balance each other out.
Yeah.
No, because you know what I realized? I remembered you had a YouTube channel. What happened?
I just didn't know.
What happened?
I literally just didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
I don't blame you though. I don't know if I could have a whole YouTube channel.
You get that rush of like, oh, I want to make content and all this stuff, and then it's like you start like, you're excited about like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, but then it's like fleshing it out and everything. You're like, oh, like this is like, to make it the way I would want it to be is like gonna take a lot of work. And that was like, even this, like I felt that way too, of like, ooh, like, are we gonna be able to create it in the way that I would want it, or the quality that we would want it, kind of thing, or is this gonna be like almost too much work to even bother like doing?
Yeah.
And just like also like committing to it, because it is a commitment.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You put a lot of time into it, and
well, and you have to like commit to it, right? You have to commit to like pumping out the content. You can't just like do all this work and commit to the work and then only do like one episode and that's it. It's like, you like, I was telling them too, it's like getting big on like YouTube is like you have to put out like so many videos to have it stick, and it's like until that like 100th video, like you're not gonna see much traction, but you have to keep going even if you're not seeing any progress whatsoever.
Exactly. And like, like I just never had the like care, I guess, for it enough. I'm like, whatever, like it's not really like but yeah, this definitely makes it fun when you have other people to do it with, I think.
Yeah, because it's like, it's time for like us to spend together too, like and it just so happens that there's microphones and cameras here.
Yeah.
Which like in my mind, like there's always been, you know, like that reality show kind of thing.
No, literally.
Which is kind of nice too, because I feel like we're all pretty busy like with work and other stuff, so it's nice that we can now like meet once a week and we can just sit and talk, and like Matthew said, it's not like there's cameras or anything, like we're just having a conversation.
Yeah.
Which is cool. So
maybe people want to know what we want to talk about, like what type of things we want from this podcast, or why we want to put it out for everyone else to watch.
Yeah. I think that also went into like the process of coming up with a name and like stuff like that, because you know, some people's podcasts will be like their name is based off whatever their main topic is, right? Like if it's a true crime, it's going to be like a true crime kind of name. But I think we have so much to talk about, which is why I think it was so hard to come up with a name, because it's not about one thing. Like, I don't think we could sit here and list topics, because like who knows, like 6 months from now maybe we're talking about something completely different.
That was the thing too, it's just like longevity, right? Like even in like the album art and everything, we don't want it to be like too restricting on like what we're about kind of thing, because like we are 3 individuals, and like us as individuals have like so many differing interests and you know, dipping our toes into different industries and everything like that. So it's like there are so many avenues for us to explore and like talk about. So you know.
Yeah. So what's the date today? Today's March 1st, right?
It's March 1st. I don't know if I want to really like talk about dates and stuff, because then it's like if this come out for a bit, or if somebody's watching down the line.
Today is March 1st, but when this is posted, it will be later on.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like we can talk about what has happened within the last month, kind of thing, like what we've been doing, what's been going on.
Yeah.
Black History Month has just ended, the shortest month of the year.
1 day longer, that's
a
it.
little bit weird, if you ask me.
Yeah.
On the last day, I got asked, "Can I touch your hair?"
Ugh.
Let's get into that, because who gives you bitches audacity is what I would like to know.
Like,
Yeah.
touch your hair.
The fuck does that mean?
I got asked, "Can I touch your hair?" And I got asked, "Is your hair real?"
Girl,
And yes, they were. Well,
what you think
were
they were?
Were they?
Damn.
The way I thought she was gonna,
no.
the way I thought you were gonna go do this, and
And
I was
I'm
like,
wait a minute.
No. They
Damn.
both of them weren't.
oh,
Wow.
Yeah,
Jump scare.
yeah.
Interesting.
Do better. Do better.
Seriously, like
Yeah.
I haven't had that question in so long
Yeah.
that when I heard it, I was like, I didn't know how to like process
Yeah.
it, so I kind of just stood there and I was like, no, you can't. Like, it's so weird to me. Like, why? What's gonna happen if you touch my hair?
Like, what do you get out of it? Like, and just like look inward of like, why am I asking this, right?
Like,
what am
what-
I looking for? Like, what is like fascinating to me, and why is it fascinating to me? Like, this is just a person's hair. Would I be doing this to anybody else? Like, let's analyze like what's going on here.
Yeah, it was strange, you know, not the best way to end your Black History Month,
No.
but other than that, like, I don't think anything like eventful really happened, at least for me. It felt like a regular month, to be honest with you.
I have ADHD, so I don't even fucking remember anything.
Mm-hmm.
But like this month was definitely better for me. I would say I'm working way more and just getting back into the field of work, which I love. I've been busy. I moved. Like there's just putting the variables, putting things away, like stuff like that. Like it's like once you kind of get your life together,
Like
and
settling into the year.
yeah,
Yeah.
and like I just really want this year to be better than last year, because last year I thought it was going to be like and then it just kind of was, you know, it was really slow, like for the industry I'm in, and it just kind of like put a damper on everything and everyone. And also being in your 20s, like woo, adulting is hard. So yeah, but this month has been really dope. Just been watching a lot of reality TV, honestly. Working, reality TV, repeat.
Yeah. Have you seen that meme of the girl who's like stepping over like the years?
Yes,
It's
it
like,
comes
this is
back
my year, and it's like it
every
gets edited.
year. I actually saw one where it got edited, and there's like way more stairs than there was. Like,
Yeah.
last
No,
year.
literally.
Yes.
Every
Like-
single, it's like crazy. Now, like, people make a meme out of the meme.
This has been a
Our
thing
girl
since
is
like
never-
2016. That's the thing. So it's like it's been going on like 2017. It's my
Our
year.
girl is not going to
2018 's
catch a
my year.
break.
No,
She
literally,
been climbing those stairs.
Listen, I know the calves, I know the butt, I know everything is in order.
Yup.
Seriously.
Take some notes.
That's
But
crazy.
yeah, honestly, snaps for you, because moving is not fun.
No,
It is
literally,
not fun
holy
at all.
fuck, it's not fun.
It is, and I moved during Christmas. Okay, no, it was like December, so it was going into New Year. But like
Regardless,
it was literally
that's still-
Christmas, packing before that whole, like, it was the worst time ever. I would never recommend it. Don't ever fucking move during New Year, during December going to January. It's the worst. But I'm in a lovely space, so much light. Need that for the mental, like by water. It's just so much nicer. It's I think that's also what's grounded me and like helped enter like the new year. Like even for Aiesha, like you were like redoing your room and doing stuff, and like I think I'd assume it probably
Yeah. It is
We've all
nice
kind of like
to
done
have
our
it
spaces.
too.
yeah.
It's definitely
It changes your mindset. It just gives you like, I don't know. It's this place you spend the most time, right?
Breath
Whether
of
it's your
fresh
room or
air.
your whole place. It's like it
literally.
really does change your like mindset because you
And
can
then
get
it's
kind of
also
stuck.
like seeing like how your tastes adapt and like the different things that like what you had before, and you're like, oh, now I want to do this, and you're like, wow, I guess I'm growing. Like the frontal lobe is slowly developing.
That is
Growth.
Literally. Yeah, because my walls have gone from purple. Well, first they were like this ugly red with like white sponge things on the wall. That's how it was when we moved in. I didn't choose that. And then I made it purple because I was a purple girly. I still love purple to this day. Then it was gray, and now they're white. And I think obviously I'm the most happy with this now, but still in the process of getting everything I want because, you know, things are expensive.
Yeah.
Nothing is cheap. And I don't think I have like expensive taste, but I wouldn't say I have cheap taste. And of course, I want to get the things that I want. I don't want to settle for less than what I want. I want it to be.
It's like those gauges of like you can have like 2 out of 3 of the things. You can have something that's like really, really nice, but it's going to be expensive. Or if you want it cheap, then it's like you have to do a lot of work to it kind of thing, which is like I'm kind of like the opposite. Like I did everything but kind of like my walls, which I also do want to do my walls because mine are gray right now. And I want to move towards like more of like a slightly warmer white, which I never thought I would do because I remember seeing that and it's just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like just having like that little bit of like, but for me, it's about a neutral warm, not like a yellow warm.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing for me. Like I cannot stand like a yellowy, like I don't know, a warm yellowy that's not like a good neutral.
And I did not know how many shades of freaking white there were until we went to where we go, Home Depot, to find paint. Holy shit.
Thought I was just gonna be
You
like,
got them
oh,
swatch
walk-in
cards,
boop,
like-
and you're like,
And you have to take it home. You have to like.
I
it's
think
a whole thing.
I came home with at least 30 to 40 shades of white.
Yeah.
And I had to stick them all on my wall, and then it's like, open the blinds, look at it, close
During
the
the
blinds,
day, during the night.
look at it, turn the lights off, look at, oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
It was, crazy, and it looks so much different from what it looks like in the store.
Totally.
Yeah.
And then
So
it even looks different in the paint can too. It's like when I did my
Yeah.
color, I got my swatch from Home Depot, but then I went to Cloverdale Paint to get the paint, and even that looked like slightly different. Luckily, it turned out fine, but it was like because they're color matching, right? It's never gonna be like perfect because it's not that brand or whatever, and like every little bit makes a difference. Whatever the base is makes a difference. The sheen, whatever.
Yeah.
So there's all those variables.
Yeah, it was a lot, but I'm happy, so it's good.
love to see it.
It's good.
Yeah,
I was gonna say like the month is like Beyonce has been feeding us. I was looking back at it and it's like since the Super Bowl, what she's been announcing and everything. It's like I can't remember who else
the Super
though.
Bowl?
It was early February.
February 11th, I think it was.
Was it that like far into the month?
It was February 11th, I think.
Yeah. No,
'Cause
but
she's been doing like covers, magazines. There was
Yeah.
Essence, I think, and then one is just coming out now, which I was talking to you guys about, which is $100.
it's 100.
I told
The price
y'all.
keeps going up. Though,
No, yeah,
because
'cause
you said it was like something else, and it was like-
69 because when you go on the website it converts it for you and it's like, oh, this is like 69 Canadian or whatever, but then when you go to check out it goes, by the way, we charge you in GBP,
Oh my god.
and then there's like $8 shipping or whatever, and the way that like credit cards work for conversions is it converts that amount into US dollars, whatever it is, into US
Yeah.
and then US to Canada. By that point you're at $100 I'm like,
Yikes.
Beyonce,
Yoicks.
I really would, but for $100,
I'm
damn.
actually surprised that because you've.
I have her Vogue. I have her. I remember you talking about Vogue. I had her. I still have. I have 2 Vogue copies because I guess they like kept not my subscription because I got like a free copy, but it's from like France, so it's like in French.
Yes.
Because they had this like free offer or whatever, and I got her cover of Vogue when she did the whole Balmain
Yeah.
thing. So I have that. That's on my dresser. But yeah, I got that, and it's like I do want to like I like when you were talking about it, it's like I do want to kind of have that like print kind of like thing, and I was thinking about it, like seeing that price and everything. It's like, yeah, it's $100, but it's like this is only in print for so long.
It's true.
And these images are not like they're not all gonna be online, so there is that level of like exclusivity too, which is like, fuck, $100.
It's one of those. It's like a nice thing. I feel like once you look back at it, you're like, oh, I appreciate that more because now everything's so digital. Like,
Yeah.
even like you can see like all these like TV shows, these movies, like they literally getting taken off of these streaming sites and you like can't access them. Whereas before, like parents had DVDs and VCR and VHS, I should say, and then like you had copies of things, whereas now you don't. And like even with books, sometimes I'm like, I like the thought of reading it on my phone because I feel like I'm actually like faster at doing it because like
it's more readily.
Whereas if I have like a hardcover book, like it's nice, but also like I have to make sure I can see and I can
There's
read
steps,
it in the light,
yes,
right?
yes.
But it's nice because like at least I have it on a bookshelf, like it's there. And even with the Vogue, oh my goodness. So the Vogue that I want is British Vogue because British Vogue is better than American, no tea, no shade, but it is. And then I look to go see if I can...
honestly, all shade. Fuck America. Sorry, the fuck.
America has a problem. Well, I literally was like, okay, I want the British Vogue.
Yeah.
But then they don't ship here for some
Of
reason.
course.
And I'm like, okay, it's already expensive.
It's mail, bitch.
Like, I just don't
It's
understand. I'm like, I just want prints. So I'm going to see if I can find like some magazine, like, you know, like people go into like, you know, people do that, right? They go into little stock, like Sex and the City, Carrie Bradshaw, like, hey, sir, can I get the British Vogue? Like, I don't know. But like, because I've tried to go to like chapters and
There's got to be somewhere that'll like, do subscriptions
it's gonna
like that.
be somewhere like super low key underground,
what I
like somewhere that maybe most people don't know about.
Yeah, so
sure.
that's like on my bucket list. That's the next thing I want to do is like look for like prints and just like do
like
that.
even for like fashion magazines and everything, it's like we can see like images online that never happened. Like people literally had to go to the grocery store or whatever and like look at the magazines to see it. It's like we have it so readily available, even though we only see now a fraction of like what's actually on the editions, and like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Matthew, you never said how your month was.
Oh, my month was great. Well, I kind of talked about it. I did my little room stuff. I completely flipped some Facebook Marketplace items. I'm very proud of myself for that because like I did do like a fair bit of work too. I definitely had help, thank God. But I just wanted new dressers. I wanted like my room, you know, a new vibe. I just had the same furniture from literally as far as I can remember back. And I was like, I want to do something different. I was like, you know, do I take what I already have and like sand it down, get a new, you know, tone of wood or whatever? But then I have wood floors, so I was like, let me just like look. And then I got to the point where I was just that person on Facebook Marketplace, and whatever was suggested to me, I was looking, whatever.
Yeah.
There was
Facebook
some
Marketplace
finds.
is a like black hole.
Yes. Oh yeah. Because then you'll just, I don't know, there's just all these different areas that you can go into, like that's on Facebook Marketplace, you need that or whatever. Like I found this cute bed frame. It was like all like almost like a reclaimed wood kind of look. It was like $100. I was like, like something's wrong here or whatever, but I don't know. But yeah, I found this like Ikea set, these two dressers, because I wanted something. I needed more drawers. First of all, that was kind of like my main thing, is like I did not have enough closet space. My like sliding door closet was getting full, and my drawers were getting very, very full. So I wanted something. My last one was like very tall, and I wanted like the shorter and like longer ones. So there was like two of the Malm dressers or whatever I found on Facebook Marketplace, and the matching side table. And it was $80 because they were like kind of scratched up and scuffed and whatever. And like one of the like wood beams that sits kind of behind the drawer that like kind of covers the in between the drawers was like completely broken off. And I was like, okay, like I could just put a piece of wood in there. Well, not me, but you know, somebody who knows how to operate a saw. And like paint over it, get some cute hardware for it, and like I could kind of see the vision. So it was about, you know, finding a color. But luckily I'd already kind of like planned out, like I already had that kind of rush of like, ooh, I want to redo my entire room, let me look at all these colors, like I have the vision for, you know, I like this green for like if I want to paint furniture, and I have this like black if I want to do like maybe my trim in black or my door or whatever, and then this would be the wall color. So yeah, for $80 I got the actual pieces, and then I spent like maybe another, I think it was like $50 for the paint and the hardware. So it was like total like $130. I got like
good.
custom looking, you know, the sets. Like I moved the dressers all together because it was obviously two individuals rather than the together one. But the one that like sells that is one piece is like $400. The nightstand is like, yeah, the nightstand's like I think $40 to $70, and that's all just like, you know, their shitty like blank paint color, white or black or whatever. And yeah, and then putting like hardware on everything, and it was like I actually got to like do it all myself too, which was like by the end of it I was like, damn, like not only do I have this thing that's like really, really cute, but like I actually like put fucking work into it. So it's like I get to like, you know, wake up and see it. I'm like,
I did that.
Yeah, literally.
Nothing better than like, I know like everyone makes fun of like crafty hoes and stuff, but like
no, girl,
when you
like,
are a crafty hoe and you do it right.
Yeah.
I wish I could be like that.
Because then you get people being like,
you know what I'm
so
doing
cute.
right
You're
now?
like, I did that.
I'm literally painting a leather couch.
Oh,
I don't know how it's gonna like it. See what I mean? Like crafty hoe type shit where it could be really fucking ugly.
You use fucking clothing. What do you call it? Softener or whatever. There's a way to like literally paint on like even a canvas chair or whatever. You can like paint on like a leather effect using fabric softener.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I can send you the DIY. It looked so good, and he painted it all like one like brown color, but then he added like a little bit of darker near like the seams and everything, and the finish finished down to like a leather sofa. It was like, I don't know how the fuck he did it, but it looked so good.
Interesting, because like what I got was, so I got like actual like leather paint, and then I've like sanded the actual couch, like it's like an accent chair, so I've like sanded it, and then you fill in any little spots with nicks with this like paint, like leather repair filler thing. So I did that, and then you let it dry, and then you sand over it again, and then you wipe it with like acetone, or like an acetone, just to, like take the finish off and like clean it properly, blah blah blah,
so the paint sticks.
Exactly. And then you go on with the paint, and the paint color that I want to do is like yellow mustard color, so I have to mix paints and become a freaking chemist.
What color is it now currently?
It's brown.
It's dark brown?
Yeah.
So you probably do lots of coats too.
Exactly.
To get that bright.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like definitely going to take some time, but I'm like, whatever. Like, let me just do it and see.
If it turns out how you want it to, it'll be super rewarding.
It's gonna be fucking fun. I won't ever fucking do it again.
No.
But if we cute, I'll be like, yeah, did that. You know what I was reminded of when you were talking about Facebook Marketplace? The other day, I got sent this photo. And it was like called like sofa cum chair or sofa cum couch.
Excuse me?
Literally.
I know we said to be explicit, but what?
No, it says sofa cum couch, and they're like, "Is this a fucking joke?
Yeah.
Like, what is this? This is disgusting."
Yeah.
And then they had looked on Facebook Marketplace, and there's like multiple like sofa cum couches, and we were all like, "Oh, it has to be some like
cum
cum baby." Come.
I was like, we get it.
Yeah. I had to
I thought it'd be like something, I don't know, like some
Because-
Nordic or Icelandic kind of thing.
So then
like,
we did some looking, and we're like, why are they all like sofa cum couches? Like, this has to be some type of joke.
keep
And
saying
then we're
it.
like, no, because it's literally like, that's the gag. Like, it's just so stupid. And then we looked it up, and apparently Ikea, it's like, Ikea sells these couches. So you go on
Is it the
Ikea,
name?
and it's literally called a sofa cum
like
couch.
sofa space cum space
Girl, I gotta.
couch.
And
There ain't
then
no way.
you look it up, and it's short for become. Becomes a bed, or becomes a this,
no.
and we were
Sofa
like,
cum
no,
bed.
someone at IKEA has to be taking the piss, because what the
IKEA,
fuck?
you have-
There's no way.
Somebody,
You have
somebody
a couple
came to.
days.
Like, what?
You have a couple days to respond, IKEA.
Search it up.
Oh my god,
'Cause-
sofa cum bed.
Sofa cum bed.
Excuse me?
That is crazy.
Oh, okay. There isn't a space. Oh no, that's on Amazon.
Cum bed is
What's
one
here?
word.
There's one here.
But yeah,
Oh,
that's
but-
the one that I saw. So there was no space.
IKEA fully has it, yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, it's a bed. Yeah. So
Sofa cum bed. Oh, like sofa becomes the bed.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, that's weird.
But
Tom.
that's still crazy.
But why'd you have to do cum?
like you know.
because become is spelled become.
So cum is
IKEA,
Latin.
by the
trying to be
way.
edgy.
Cum is Latin. I can't remember what it's Latin, but like it's a Latin word. So like it's original English,
Oh,
but
I like your couch. Thanks. It's sofa cum.
like anyways, had to share that. That was
Because what the hell, IKEA?
yeah.
What the hell?
So if you ever go on IKEA,
That is crazy.
A sofa cup. That's crazy.
yeah, that was a little tidbit.
Yeah, no. But IKEA count your fucking days. Because the prices of their furniture, I thought IKEA is supposed to be affordable.
Oh, and they're advertising our lowest prices ever. Bitch, where?
No.
On the fucking like
The
99-cent
lies.
plastic pieces you're giving away? Fine, but
Dude, and it's also like, okay, IKEA has like affordable furniture, and then you're like, oh fuck this, I'm gonna go somewhere else, and it's all the same, and it's all made out of particle board. Like it's all like out of the same freaking material, but you're paying like top dollar. Ever seen Wayfair? What the fuck is going on with Wayfair?
I don't trust Wayfair.
No, ma'am.
not since
I
those
don't.
closets or those.
Yeah,
Oh my god, I
That was
forgot about
crazy.
that.
That was
Literally
crazy.
And the other thing that someone was telling me about, they're like, oh, like I don't buy from Wayfair ever since I went on. and I saw that like they had like a like there was this like mirror or something that they wanted, and then they looked at the price and they're like, hell no. And then they came back and they're like, it's on sale, and it was the exact same price that it was when she looked at it before.
But they
it was on
say
sale.
it was a higher price.
Yeah.
They get you good.
It
Shiesty
just
as
looks
fuck.
really shady.
Yeah.
Like when I was looking for a new dresser and stuff for my room, of course, Wayfair is the first thing that comes up every time you search whatever you're looking for.
Literally.
And just something about the website just feels weird.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't feel.
Gives you the GBs, right?
I don't know. It's and then like I can find one thing and then like there's like multiple sellers for the same thing, and I don't
giving
know.
kind of like Amazon, like what do you call it, drop shipping, that kind of thing.
I don't know. It's just it was kind of weird. So I was like, I'm not gonna buy anything from here.
Yeah. The one thing about IKEA, the dressers I have that I'm like, like the whole particle board thing is like, I need to figure out a way to kind of like insulate them with the floor, because it's like when I close my dresser, it jiggles a bit. It gives it gives like, ooh, this is not high quality. Like, because my previous ones was like actually very good, like full wood pieces and everything, and then I'm like going into IKEA stuff and I'm like closing it and like the shit on the top is like jiggling. I'm like,
Not jiggling.
literally, I'm like, I gotta fucking like put some. I already have like felt liners on there so I can like move it around and not like scratch with the floor, but like, damn, like, it's those details that like kind of reveal like, this is not, as high quality as it looks.
No.
But Miss Mama's found a hack. What was your little hack to get cheap IKEA things?
Yeah.
The as is.
No.
Oh.
I mean.
Oh.
Yeah. So when I went to get the dresser I have, which is an 8-drawer dresser, which I love it, but it was $800, and I was like, I don't want to pay $800.
$100 a dresser, like, what the fuck?
Especially for IKEA, like, come on.
Be so fucking
No.
for
Like,
real.
I don't know. It just
Literally.
it seems so unrealistic. So when we went, we had asked one of the ladies, like, hey, like, is this on sale? You know my mom. She's like, I think I saw this on sale like
don't look.
last week. Like,
Yep.
is it still on sale? And the lady's like, let me check for you. She's on her little computer. She's like, are you an IKEA family member? I'm like, yeah, which is you just have
It's
an
just
account.
a free, like, you sign up for their emails. That's
It's just an account. You
Yeah.
don't pay for anything. It's nothing exclusive. And she's like, yeah, well, it'll be $600 if you're an IKEA family member. And mind you, IKEA shiesty bitches.
Period.
She got a vendetta.
Eat that
No,
bitch.
because what
No.
the fuck?
What is it? Talking to Talk LLC would like to remain, very neutral about their stances towards certain companies, and we are open to partnerships down the line, and we would love to partner with any company who is willing to partner with us.
Yes.
With the right amount of zeros.
With that being said,
Anyway,
we have strong distaste for this one incident with a certain company.
Yeah.
IKEA, Miss Girl. Love you, but anyways.
Still gonna buy your things, but
we're on a budget.
gotta drag you a little bit.
But anyways, yeah, so she's like, it'll be $600. What part of my story was I at? Oh yeah.
Dropped, yeah.
So then she told me it was $600. So then I came back home and then I was like, if I log into IKEA on my computer and I'm on my family account, can I see that price? I did it. Comes up regular price. So initially I was going to order it online for pickup and I was just going to go pick it up. So I would have paid $800. But if I went in person and
Was it only that location?
no, it was like
Just
every
in store,
IKEA
though.
is doing that, only in store. And then when I went to the cashier, she's like, okay, it'll be $800. I'm like, I have an IKEA family account. And then she did it. Nothing happened. And then I was like, the lady said it was going to be $600. And she was like, oh, yeah. And she like did a little, and then the price changed.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, I'm gonna change it.
And I was like,
Yeah, like, why wasn't that done?
Bitch, why didn't you do that the first time?
I don't know. It was really weird, though.
Ew.
I was like,
why is
can't-
that giving me the ick?
I'm like, why
what are
can't
you
I
talking about?
Why can't I see it at home, too? If I'm in an IKEA family,
Yeah.
why can't I
Yeah.
see the price?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Wouldn't I be more inclined to buy it if I could see the cheaper price
Yeah.
on my own
Well, and
accord?
even if you don't have the account, like, well, I don't know, like, I'm sure they advertise and that's how they kind of get their money for it, but it's like they should be advertising like it's this much, but if you have IKEA family, it's this much. Like
to
Amazon
get
does
people
that.
to sign up
Yeah.
to make an account.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
They tried to pull fast one on me.
Yeah. I'll be damned,
My
huh?
mom said, try it.
Let me
Yeah.
check you one.
Tried the wrong one.
Because one thing about us, we're finna get a little dissy.
Oh, literally, any online shopping store, it's type in that manufacturer, that company, discount codes.
Yep.
March 2024, baby.
Yep.
Try them
Every
all.
single time.
Chat
You have a
GPT,
little
whatever.
honey.
Yup.
Yeah, but
ChatGPT.
Oh yes. Type it in. Give me discount codes for da 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 company.
What?
I don't remember if I've had them work for me, but it will search. But it'll search the websites for you.
Why are you telling
I
us
bet
if
you
it
it
don't
doesn't
work?
even fucking work.
You know what? And when it does, you can thank me later, bitch.
Yeah.
I just be
It just at
using-
least skims the websites for you, so you don't have to.
I just
This
use
is
that,
the definition of just talking a talk.
What's
'Cause
that one?
I'm
Honey.
on theme, bitch.
Miss Honey.
Does
Don't
Honey
say
really?
it. What if we can get it?
Well, we would love to work with Miss Honey.
Yeah, we love Honey. What
Yes.
you talking
Yeah,
about?
that's what I use.
What is you scared for? Honey, what's up?
No, I always try the sorry 10, sorry 15. Like I've seen those before. Yup.
Yeah.
It hasn't worked for me, but we're gonna keep trying.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some websites where it's like, yeah. That's the one thing about Honey though, is that it has like multiple. It's like scanning, and you're like, and
All
then
excited
Nothing.
and
sorry, you have the best price.
And
But
then
you
it'll
can
do
get
a
Honey
little-
dollars, which we
it'll
love.
lag a little
but
bit. You're like, ooh,
Like, bitch, what you
I have
mean?
the best price.
Amazon's discount codes though, you don't even try it because their discount codes are like the fucking gibberish alphabet or something.
I don't think I've
'cause
ever-
I've never used a discount code. For
I've seen
Amazon.
them like I'll see them on TikTok or whatever, and it'd be like, oh, get this item like basically free or whatever, but the discount code's like so fucked up that you couldn't even bother like,
like,
some
please be for
yeah
real.
no.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what stupid ass videos I see on TikTok all the time and they piss me off? Those stupid videos like, I got this whole cart for free. This is how you do it.
Oh my god.
And then they're like showing you how to get all your clothes from somewhere stupid like Shein or something like that
Okay.
for free.
Girl.
Okay.
And then it'll show them like putting the stuff and it'll show the price and they put the code and then it's like $0.
Yeah.
They're like, this is how you get da.
No, girl.
I've never seen this.
Really?
It's
Oh my
fake as
gosh.
fuck.
It's so
easy
annoying.
to just edit a website. I did that with my grades, but that's beside
Oh.
the point.
Oh.
No, listen. This was for my previous employers. This is not my current one. I'm not trying to get in trouble. But they would do tuition. No, wait, actually, this wasn't even for tuition reimbursement. Never mind. This was for a company of clothing that they were doing this like school thing or whatever, and you had to have a certain amount of grades or whatever. So I just slightly
What?
edited my GPA so I could get this free T-shirt. But you just edit the website. It's easy.
This is only something Matthew would do.
No, because what?
I would never, ever.
Listen, if there's something free on the line, I'm gonna do it.
Oh my god.
And do you wear that T-shirt?
I cannot confirm nor deny until my lawyers are present.
Right.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Interesting. I would never think to do something.
No. Like, there's, like, I'm like, yeah, honey. You got this
No, but
fucked
some
up.
of the
Doesn't
girls
work,
are.
I'm like, okay.
Damn.
My coworker got a Dyson hairdryer for free. She got
How?
2.
How?
Something about like, again, whatever company is selling it, because you listen, I would love to potentially do what they had did to potentially get something
Well, I
from
want a
something.
Dyson.
I will tell you off the line.
Because I would like a Dyson.
But it was something around, you know, when it ships, you say that it didn't, and da 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 da.
Oh, she's scamming, huh?
I thought it was something else.
So they send another one.
That is
And then,
crazy.
no, listen. Now this part was completely the company's like thing. They also refunded her on top of sending another one. So that's a whole other
Wow.
thing that she's like, that is above me. Thank you.
Is that who I met?
When was this?
Beyonce.
No.
Oh, okay,
No,
okay.
this is current people.
Got
that
you.
I'm working
That's
with.
insane. I thought you were gonna say something else.
No,
No,
girl, and
'cause-
I'm like, she posted about it. I was like, how the hell? Tell me now. But it's a combination of like luck because I think they actually did deliver it to the house next door. It's just that her neighbors literally said, "Hey, this is for you," but she told them, "This is not my address." Da, 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 da. It was delivered here.
That's
so.
something. Never mind.
Yeah.
But puts people on blast.
No, literally, we gotta
Mm-mm.
winding down.
Yes.
The month's been good. The next month will be great. We're into March. We're into the B-Day month. I'm ready.
Periods. Super exciting.
This is like the kickoff of like our time. We go
True.
from 1, 2, 3,
True.
and then right into the summer.
Summer controller. innit?
Oh, not this again. Not this again.
They love to hate, but they be saying
But
it.
yeah, I'm excited for this summer.
We say this every year because the
know.
summer is the best season.
Literally.
It is.
And if you feel the other ways, I'm so sorry. You're wrong.
You're wrong
Seasonal depression. Hello.
I can get down with like fall
because you are.
No. Listen. Here's the difference. I appreciate bits of the seasons. I love summer.
I can't.
The whole.
I love summer. Like,
all
who the fuck
months.
doesn't like summer? Be so for real. I like fall strictly for the clothes. That is it. I love layering.
But the
See,
thing
now
with
I'm a
our
summer
fall-
clothes girl.
Yeah. The thing with our fall though is it's like it is a teeter-totter of like there's one day of like the cute fall that you want, and then boom, pouring rain,
Fair
snow,
enough.
fucking so cold you have to bundle up and can't show an outfit.
Fair
Ugh,
enough.
I like
Okay,
honestly.
spring.
Spring's cute.
Yeah, she's
But I'm
coming.
a summer girl. Like, I don't know. Stop trying to convince
And
us.
again,
I'm not trying to convince you. I'm just saying, like,
we don't have like spring. Although I will say, the area we are in, we have lovely cherry blossoms, and
sure do.
we are the only other place other than Japan that has cherry blossoms, which is fucking
Is
crazy.
that for real?
Yes, we're the only
didn't
place
know that.
in the world other than Japan and a certain island on Japan that has cherry blossoms.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's
Love
cool.
it.
Hmm.
Pussy pink. Paint the world pussy pink.
I'm fucking dead.
Anyways,
So,
I'm still trying to understand what, like, were we supposed to say something?
because cherry blossoms are pink. I just listen.
And then, okay.
That's a sign. We gotta.
yeah, it's been real.
Yeah.
Um,
it's
And with that, speakings of pussies and cuteness,
I didn't say pussies.
try anyways. This was really fun. I
Yeah.
can see that it's gonna be fun.
yeah.
We're gonna have fun doing it. We have lots of ideas, lots of topics. You know, maybe we'll just come here and something happened to me and I just need to talk about it. I don't know.
Yup.
Yeah.
But yeah, there will be a lot to come for sure. So I'm excited.
Hope you guys like this intro to our world.
Yes. I guess like self promo stuff. We got socials. We got TikTok. We got Instagram.
Everything
That's kind
is
of it.
at what is
Or
it?
YouTube. At Talking to Talk Pod. POD.
Yes.
And then youtube.com/ I think it's Talking to Talk Pod as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything is the same.
So
Yeah. Anyways, it's been real, guys.
It's
We
been
enjoy talking to
groovy.
you. We enjoy talking amongst each other. And we hope that you guys enjoy.
and we'll see you in the next episode.
Period.
Bye.